Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's 11 o'clock in the evening, and we have in our midst an amazing man who's doing great work in the city of Cape Town. I'll allow him to introduce himself. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Paul Talliard, and my project's name is The Hands of Honor.
The Hands of Honor. Interesting. So, what do you guys do at the Hands of Honor?
Well, we have a big problem in Cape Town with a lot of gangs and a lot of drugs. The other problem is also there's just too much men in soup kitchens. So we have found that sometimes up to 3 generations of the same family of men. In the soup kitchen you'll have the son, the grandson and the grandfather. So that is a ticking time bomb for us as a country, because everybody is now just dependent on soup kitchens.
Wow, interesting. So, Paul, could you please share with us your background so that we see how it all ties together with you starting Hands of Honor?
Yeah, well, I'm a former fireman. I also spent some time on the oil rigs, but due to some very bad circumstances, and I got involved with the wrong crowd and the wrong drugs, and I ended up on the streets. And one day I walked into a soup kitchen in Cape Town. I decided I'm going to change my life. After I changed my life and I had fully rehabilitated, I was approached by the people in the soup kitchen to start talking to the men, because there was up to 200 men in the soup kitchen every day. So one day I asked the guys who would like to stay behind and we can speak about changing their lives. 8 guys stayed behind. After about 3 to 4 weeks, we were about 50 guys every day.
Wow.
So the problem came in when the guys now had forsaken their old ways. It was now to create incomes, and that's where social entrepreneurship came up. I spoke to some people, and they advised me, and they took me on a couple of workshops on what is a social enterprise. So what is a social enterprise? A social enterprise is where you see a social problem and you use a business idea to solve it.
Cool, amazing stuff. So, where do you see your organization in the next 5 or 10 years?
Yeah, the business idea we came upon was we used upcycling. We used an innovative form of upcycling to get some incomes, and the idea was that we will partner with some corporations. They will send all their obsolete stock and recyclables to us, or we can collect it. And then my unemployed guys, the Hands of Honor, they will upcycle the goods into monetary value. Half the profit of the sale go to them as salary, and the other half of the profit goes to transforming derelict spaces in our community into attractive and safe public spaces.
That's a brilliant model, Paul.
So at the moment, we have only one formal partner, which is the Foshini Group. So in the last 2 years, they've sent us a lot of obsolete stock, and we've gone to collect as well. And with the stuff that they've sent us, I've managed to create about 9 jobs. And we've also managed to transform 11 derelict spaces into productive spaces in our community.
Great. So, in closing, what advice do you have for young people in South Africa?
Well, I have excellent advice for young people. Social entrepreneurship, it's a new thing. It's had a huge impact in the UK and other developing countries. If you're a young person and you're looking to change the country, go the social enterprise route. You will not only solve the many problems we have in our country, but it will also make a living for yourself and your family.
Thanks for your time, Paul, and all the best with your enterprise.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sly. It was a pleasure.
That's about it from us at SlyTV. Until next time.